Okay, this is Weather Outlook. I'm doing this Thursday, September 4th, putting it together around 2:30. This is for Western Pennsylvania. It's your forecast from September 4th through September 7th. The main line of storms, thunderstorms, and heavy rains have already moved off to the east or in central PA. You're still left with some showers in the backside of this thing, and there could even be a rumble of thunder as we go through the afternoon. This is around 3 o'clock simulated radar and temperatures. You can see the difference here. Um, here's your back line here, colder air, where temperatures are in the 50s, and this is where it's rained. Temperatures are in the 60s, and they were earlier today. Some areas here were in the 70s. If you go all the way to eastern PA down by Philly, they're in the 80s. Big difference. But precipitation as we move through the day, it's just some, like I said, some showers. They could bubble up to a little bit of heavier rain, but here's the actual front, even though the heavier rains came through earlier. And as you can see it moving on, this would take you to around 7 o'clock this evening. And you can see here by temperatures, yeah, you can see where it's at. It's already down to here. It's past Bradford, Warren, stuff like that. It's heading and even close to Pittsburgh. Temperatures have dropped into the middle 50s. Just to the south of that, temperatures are still in the lower to mid 60s as we go. But as we go through the evening hours, you can see that frontal line, which the showers moves off, kind of disintegrates as it goes. And this is around midnight, and you can see the rain has ended, and your temperatures at midnight. You can see here's 43 up by Bradford. That's pretty cold. It's dropped really fast, and there's some areas also outside of that that are in 40s. Pittsburgh, you're hanging on to 60s, but north of you, all the way out towards State College, temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s. That's pretty cold for the beginning of September, but not unusual. It's happened before in September. Now, these are the temperatures tomorrow morning, lows, and you can see Bradford, you're at 41, Erie, 51. Last week, Bradford had frost watches and warnings out, and they were down in the mid 30s. So, wouldn't be surprised if that 41 turns into like a 39. But as you can see, south of that, temperatures stay in the 50s, and Pittsburgh stay in the 60s overnight. If you're wondering about rain tomorrow morning, um, let's see here. You can see there might be a sprinkle or two out there, but that's about it. But the winds come back out of the south again. And then in the afternoon hours, this is around, I'll take you to 3 o'clock. You can see some showers have gone through, but it's also helped the temperatures recover a little bit. Here you go. Temperatures are in the mid 70s. And if you go further to the south, towards Pass Altoona, temperatures can get into the mid 70s in the afternoon. And then we move the system ahead a little bit, and you can see they stay there. And then as we get to around 7 o'clock in the evening, gone are the 40s, and now they're in the 60s up here in Bradford and down towards Pittsburgh. Temperatures are still in the 70s around 7 o'clock Friday night. And as we go towards the morning hours, you can see that cooler air comes back in again. This would be, let's see here, this would be the morning hours on Saturday. Temperatures are in the 50s. You don't see any 40s out there. So literally, we've recovered at least 10 degrees in some of those colder areas. Now, part of the reason that temperatures Friday night are not as cold is because you got clouds and you got some rain. This is Friday night around 9 o'clock. Just a couple showers up towards Erie, but then you can see some heavier rains starting to move in. This is around 11 o'clock Friday evening. Pittsburgh, you've got some rain. Southwestern Pennsylvania, you got some rain. It could be some heavier rain in there. As you can see, this moves off to the east and north. This is around 1 o'clock in the morning. Here's around 2. Here's 3. Here's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And then they're left behind with some showers during the morning hours on Saturday. This is around 9 o'clock in the morning, and the heaviest stuff is gone. But there's still more showers behind it. There's a patch of regular straight rain, steady rain coming through. This is around 4 in the afternoon. And I wouldn't doubt if it could be a rumble of thunder, especially the southern part of western PA could get into that enough warm air to create a thunderstorm. Because they do pop up to the east and to the south later in the afternoon. Now, this is around 4 or 5 o'clock. You can still see it moving across, and then it kind of starts to clear out finally. This is around 7 o'clock in the evening. It's finally moved away. As we go through Saturday night into Sunday, you can see the temperatures are taking another drop. They're in the 40s again up in northern Pennsylvania, northwestern PA. They stay warm around the lakes, and basically the reason Erie stays warm right around the lakes is because the water temperatures are in the 60s. So it's going to keep the air warm around the lakes. But as you move quickly inland, temperatures will drop into the 40s on Sunday morning, and then as we go through the daytime hours on Sunday. You can see basically 60s to around 70, but once again, we got some showers out there crossing the area, and the clouds and showers will keep your temperatures down. All right, everybody take care and be safe.